So Boundary is a new and up-and-coming FPS set to come out before the end of the year. I've been following this game since about 2018 and it's easily been one of my most anticipated games for a while now. It's really different from a lot of the other FPS games in that it throws you out into space and has you flying around in zero gravity with a jetpack shooting guns as you battle against other players. But before we get into anything else, I just wanted to say thank you guys for stopping by and checking out this video. It really means a lot to me. And if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to leave a like and to subscribe to stay up to date on all things FPS. But with that out of the way, let's get right into it. So in Boundary, you play the role of a tactical astronaut, more formally known as an AO or Astro-operator. Since you're going to be thrown in a zero gravity environment, your movement capabilities are going to be endless. You'll be able to turn in any direction and go anywhere you choose easily. One of the awesome features is that the environments in this game are made to be totally destructible. So when a part of the map is destroyed, debris are going to be sent floating all around you, creating even more cover and concealment capabilities. You can use this to your advantage to surprise your enemy, or even deceive them by destroying things yourself to create distractions that you and your teammates can use to your advantage. You and your teammates are going to be able to choose your own class, ranging from long-range snipers to close-quarter assaulters and even medics. Weapon customization is endless in this game, and you will have the choice to change almost every aspect of your weapon, whether it be the barrel, stock, sights, and even much more. Every operator is going to have their own tactical ability as well as a passive and active ability. You're going to be able to customize your operator to your own liking to benefit whatever playstyle you choose. Boundary will ship with a handful of maps ranging from space stations to solar farms, each with their own unique playstyle. The developers say that Boundary is set to release for the PS4 and PC simultaneously later this year. Right now, there's no plan for it to release on next-gen consoles, but the developers did state in an interview that if the game is well received, then they will discuss releasing it on newer-gen consoles. I'm going to be going over the game modes, customization, maps, and the other unique aspects of Boundary. So with all that out of the way, let's just get right into it. When Boundary hits the shelves later this year, it's going to arrive with 7 different maps and 4 different game modes to start off with. These modes include your traditional team deathmatch, facility capture, orbital purge, which is going to be a domination type game mode, and skirmish, which is a 3v3 mode. Customizing and choosing your operator is going to prove to be a very vital choice in whether your team is going to succeed or not. When your team has different abilities and specials, it's going to give you that extra advantage over the other team. Your strategy on how you play is definitely going to be key when trying to assault the objective. A team with balanced out strengths such as long range, assault, and support is going to give you the flexibility to balance out all the weak spots and use counterattacks to throw your enemy off their game. That's not to say that you absolutely need a variety of operators to win though. If your team chooses to use all of the same operator, then you still have a chance to win, but communication is going to be very key. So none of the maps have been revealed to us specifically yet, but from the gameplay that I've been able to see, I can kind of gather some information, and what I've seen so far is a space station, some solar fields, and various other space facilities. Having good map sense is going to be very key because of all the movement that you can do in this game. You're often going to find yourself doing barrel rolls and flips, so what was once at your feet might now be above your head or vice versa. The developer also stated that later in the game's lifecycle, there's going to be free add-ons as well as paid DLC, and what we can expect from these is going to be more weapons, maps, modes, and cosmetics for your spacesuit and weapons. As far as weapon customization goes, almost every part of your gun is going to be able to be changed out. You're going to be able to swap out your stock, your grips, sights, and even ammo. One developer said, customization refers to weapons, spacesuits, and etc. For the most part, we wanted to give players the ability to customize a weapon to their own liking from the various assets available, kind of like Call of Duty Warzone. I don't know about you guys, but hearing that makes me freaking hyped for this game now. The way that weapon customization was brought over to Modern Warfare this year was something that we've never really seen before in an FPS game. So the developers bringing that to Boundary is just another awesome feature. As far as character customization goes, camo, patches, and other embellishments are going to be available. It's going to be pretty cool to see people flying around in like woodland camo and pink spacesuits. But one of the more bizarre things that I've read so far is that the developers have already put in a pink unicorn horn for your helmet. I don't know about you, but if I get sniped by a dude wearing a pink unicorn horn on his helmet, I might have to shut off the game for a few hours. As I discussed earlier, destructibility is going to play a very meaningful role in your team's road to victory. Whether you're shooting out solar panels for flanking rounds or blowing up parts of the space station to cause confusion, everything you do is going to have an impact on the game. One thing that I found really interesting and unique that I have never heard of before in any other game is that Boundary is going to use nanotechnology, which means that during your games, the things that you destroy will be repaired as the game goes on. So the route that you took in to get to your enemies might not be there when you decide to leave. So that's something very important that you're going to need to keep in mind as the game goes on. So the last thing that I wanted to go over was that the developers are adding a grappling hook into the game for each player to use at their disposal. Being in zero gravity already means that you're going to be somewhat cumbersome. So having that grappling hook at your disposal to help you maneuver and get places is what's going to set other high skill players apart from each other. For example, say you're taking fire and you need to get out of there quickly. Well, if there's a piece of debris floating by, you'll be able to use your grappling hook to latch onto that and get behind that cover instead of trying to use your boosters to float over there. You're also going to be able to use the grappling hook as sort of a slingshot, kind of like you can in Apex Legends with Pathfinder. The only downside to the grappling hook right now is that you can't use it to hook on the other players and pull them towards you, but this is something that the developers said that they are going to work on as the game is released. Right now, that's all the information that I really have. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and took something from it. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Peace!